Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Honorable Ma'am Anissa Astrid is our lecturer of teaching and learning evaluations and all of my beloved friends. First of all, let us say a lot of thanks to our God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who always gives us grace, guidance, and blessing so that we can get there in this room in the healthy conditions. Also, salat and salutation delivered to our Prophet Muhammad SAW, who has brought us from the darkness into the brightness of today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are from Group 9, and today we will tell you about our discussion. The title of our discussion today is about teaching and learning evaluations. And there are the definition of tests, types of tests, and the last is the characteristic of a good test. But before it, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Farin Suhaini, and there are Maharani Kusno Putri, Dini Lorenza, and Lazis Firlandia Seventrinanda. Let's watching our video explanations. I hope you can enjoy what our explanations and keep watching. Hello everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fani Nursulhaini with student ID number 2010-2050. So today I would like to tell you about language testing. So I will start from the definitions and after the types of tests and the last is characteristic of a good test. Well, we can start from the definitions of tests. The first task you will face in designing a test for your students is to determine the purpose for the test. Defining your purpose will help you choose the right kind of test, and it will also help you to focus on the specific objectives of the test. So, if you want to give your students tests, you should know. You should designing it first, and after that, you will get the good test for your students. Okay, next is types of tests. So there are so many types of tests. First, achievement test. Second, progress test. Third, proficiency test. Fourth, aptitude test. Fifth, diagnostic test. Sixth, objective test. And the last is subjective test. And how about characteristic of a good test? First, validity. Second, reliability. And the last is backwash effect. After you know about the definitions, the types, and the last is the characteristic, and you can move to the achievement test. And this is the first material of our group, and let's start the achievement test. An achievement test that relates directly to the class or unit of each lesson. Achievement tests can also serve a diagnostic role to show what students need to continue working in the future. But of course, the main role of this achievement test is to determine whether learning objectives have been met and appropriate knowledge and skill have been acquired. So it's important to our student if they want to get achievement test, because as you can see in your screen, achievement test, the main role of achievement test is to determine whether learning objectives have been met and appropriate knowledge and skills have been acquired. So after we teach them, we can know how about their qualities, how about their knowledge, and how about their material that we have given for them. Well, that's about achievement tests. And how about progress tests? Well, I will tell you about a progress test. Well, progress test. The progress test is designed to measure the extent to which the students have mastered the material taught in the classroom. It is based on the language program which the class has been following and is just as important as assessment of the teacher's own work as the students' own learnings. So in the progress test, you can know the quality of our students' knowledge, and we can know uh, that we can measure the extent to which the students have mastered the material to in the classroom, because we have given all of the material, we have given all of the knowledge, and from this progress test we can give them tests, and we can, after that, we can know about the quality of them and about the understanding from them. Maybe they understand, or maybe they cannot understand about what we have given for them. So in the progress test, we can know it. We can know all of about understanding from them. And I think it is same like achievement test, because progress test same like achievement test. Yeah, there's something same maybe from achievement test and progress test. After we know about achievement tests and progress tests, and the last I will tell you about proficiency test. So do you know what is proficiency test? Well, proficiency test. If your aim is to test global competence in a language, then you are, in conventional terminology, testing proficiency. A proficiency test is not limited to any one course, curriculum, or a single skill in a language, whether it has overall ability. Proficiency tests have traditionally consisted of standardized multiple choice items on grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehensions, and resist oral comprehensions. So as you can see that in this, if you master all of the language, and you will want to know about your ability, and you will know to, if you want to know about your that global contents in your language, and you can check it by proficiency test. So in another words, we can see like TOEFL or IELTS as a test in proficiency test. So I think you all of you know about TOEFL and IELTS, because we have a big, because we are in education major. So in TOEFL we should get the 500 scores. I think that's all of my explanations. Thank you for your attentions. And the next tutorial, it will be delivered by Maharani Kusmaputri. So Maharani, the video is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Maharani Kusumaputri. My student number 2020205018. I want to continue the material from Fani Nur Suhaini about the fourth aptitude test. Language learning aptitude is a complex matter consisting of such factors as intelligence, age, motivation, memory, phonological sensitivity, and sensitivity to grammatical patterning. The relative weighting given to these elements must depend on many factors and thus vary considerably from one individual to another. Some specialists in this field maintain that it is neither possible nor desirable to take an overall measurement of language aptitude. Consequently, aptitude is sometimes divided into various aspects according to the specific task for which a person is being trained. Example: listening, interpreting, translating. Aptitude tests generally seek to predict the student's probable strengths and weaknesses in learning a foreign language by measuring performance in an artificial language. There are tasks in the modern language aptitude test. First, number learning. Examiners must learn a set of numbers through oral input and then discriminate different combinations of those numbers. Second, phonetic script. Examiners must learn a set of correspondences between speech sounds and phonetic symbols. The third, spelling clues. Examiners must read words that are spelled somewhat phonetically and then select from a list the one word whose meaning is closest to this guy's word. Fourth, words in sentence. Examiners are given a key word in a sentence and are then asked to select a word in a second sentence that performs the same grammatical function as the key word. The fifth pair, associates. Examiners must quickly learn a set of vocabulary words from another language and memorize their English meanings. Two standardized aptitude tests have been used in the United States: the Modern Language Aptitude Test, or MLAT, Carroll and Seven, 1958, and the Pimsleur Language Aptitude Battery, or PLAB, Pimsleur, 1966. Both are English language tests and require students to perform a number of language-related tasks. The MLAT, for example, consists of 5 different tasks, like I explained before it. The fifth, diagnostic test. A diagnostic test is designed to diagnose specified aspects of a language. A test in pronunciation, for example, might diagnose the phonological features of English that are difficult for learners and should therefore become part of a curriculum. Usually, such tests offer a checklist of features for the administrator, often the teacher, to use in pinpointing difficulties. A writing diagnostic would elicit a writing sample from students that would allow the teacher to identify those rhetorical and linguistic features on which the course needed to focus special attention. Diagnostic and placement tests, as we have already implied, may sometimes be indistinguishable from each other. The San Francisco State ASLPT serves dual purposes. Any placement desk that offers information beyond simply designating a course level may also serve diagnostic purposes. There is also a fine line of difference between a diagnostic test and a general achievement test. Okay, a typical diagnostic test or oral production was created by Clifford Prater, 1972, to accompany a manual of English pronunciation. Test takers are directed to read 150 word passage while they are tape recorded. The test administrator then refers to an inventory of phonological items for analyzing a learner's production. After multiple listenings, the administrator items for analyzing a learner's production. After multiple listenings, the administrator produces a checklist of errors in 5 separate categories, each of which has several subcategories. The main categories include: first, stress and rhythm; second, intonation; third, vowels; fourth, consonants; and the fifth, other factors. Well, next, the sixth, matching type. Matching type provides a defined term and requires a test taker to match identifying characteristic with the correct term. There are advantages from matching type. First, matching type items usually requires less time for test takers to answer. Second, they are easy to score and grade. Third, distractors may be provided. And disadvantages: first, answers are already provided, which makes it prone to guesswork. Second, these items don't allow test takers to demonstrate knowledge beyond the choice. The second completion type provides a test taker with identifying characteristics and requires the test taker to recall the correct term. Students may guess, but with difficulty. This type of item is generally fair by students when no word bank is provided. And what to look for on sentence completion tests? First, only significant words are omitted. Second, when omitting words, enough clues are left so that the students who knows the correct answer can supply the correct response. Third, ensure the grammatical clues are avoided. Third, multiple choice. A number of set answers for each question or item is provided. The advantages from multiple choice: there are: first, multiple choice questions usually requires less time for test takers to answer. Second, they are easy to score and grade. Third, they provide greater coverage of material and allows for a wide range of difficulty. Third, they can easily diagnose a test taker's difficulty with certain concepts. Fourth, they test many levels of learning as well as a test taker's ability to integrate information and can provide feedback to the test taker about why distractors were wrong and why correct answers were right. And the disadvantages: there are multiple choice items don't allow test takers to demonstrate knowledge beyond the choice. They may encourage guessing or approximation due to the presence of at least one correct answer. And multiple choice items that are effective usually take a great time to construct. The fourth, alternate response type. Binary choice: a statement is either true or false or modified true or false. There are advantages from alternate response. First, true-false items can cover a wide range of difficulty levels. And then these require less time to answer and are easily graded and scored. Disadvantages from alternate response type. First, these don't allow for test takers to demonstrate broad range of knowledge, and guesswork may work. Okay, thank you. I think that's all my material. The next material will be explained by my partner.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pirlandi Sependrananda with study number 2020-2050-21. Okay, I will explain about subjective tests. Subjective tests are usually essay to brief answer type of question. Teacher requires particular information. It may require a couple words or several paragraphs. Subjective test samples: first, short essay. It can be a first or a couple of sentences, and the second, long essay. It may have 3 sentences or several pages. Next, essay, a response is written in paragraph form to in answer to a question or to fulfill requirements of an agent. Essay test requires to you draw conclusion, interpret into info, organize material, express radical thinking, evaluate problems, and the last analyze situation. Type of essay item: first extended and the second restricted. Okay, next material I will explain about validity. Validity refers to how actually a method measure what is the answer to the measure. If research has high validity, that means in procedure result then respond to the real property, characteristic, and variation in the physical or social world. Type of validity. The validity of measurement can be decided based on the three main types of evidence. Each type can be evaluated through expert judgment or statistical method. First, construct, second, contact, and the third, criterion. Validity should be considered in the very early stage of your search, when you devise how you will collect your data. First, cost-avoid methods of measurement. Second, use approach sampling methods to select your subject. I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Dina Lorenza with student ID number 2020-5034. Okay, I will explain the material about reliability and backwash effect. What is reliability? Reliability refers to how consistently a method measuring something. If the same result can be consistently achieved by using the same methods under the same circumstances, the measurement is considered reliable. Okay, types of reliability. First, test-retest. The consistency of a measure across time. Do you get the same result when you repeat the measurement? A group of participants complete a questionnaire designed to measure personality traits. If they repeat the questionnaire days, weeks, or months apart, they give the same answer. This indicates high test-retest reliability. Second, the consistency of a measure across raters or observers. Do you get the same result when different people conduct the same measurement? Based on a assessment criteria checklist, 5 examiners submit substantially different results for the same student project. This indicates that the assignment checklist has low inter-rater reliability. For example, because the criteria are too subjective. And the last, internal consistency. The consistency of measurement itself. Do you get the same result from different parts of a test that are designed to measure the same thing? You design a questionnaire to measure self-esteem. If you randomly split the result into two halves, there should be a strong correlation between the two sets of results. The backwash effect, also known as the washback effect, is the influence that a test has on the way students are taught. The teaching mirrors the test because teachers want their students to pass. The washback effect is the outcome of a test or an examination which results either in positive or in negative way. There are two basic terms of the washback effect, which are the positive and the negative washback effect. Positive washback occurs when there is harmony between the teaching and the student examination or class test performance. The negative washback effects occur when there is no sync between what is taught and what is performance, or such as narrowing down the content. The both of these types of washback influence the teaching as well as the learning process. Washback also implies the student have ready access to you to discuss the feedback and evaluation you have given. Okay, types of backwash effect. Positive washback is also called as beneficial washback. If a test encourages better teaching and learning, it is called as positive washback. And the last, negative washback. Negative washback is also called as harmful washback. Not touching upon some skill and areas while testing is called negative backwash. Okay, maybe that's all the presentation for our group is more and less. We apologize to Allah, we ask forgiveness. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.